Hi, I'm Jennifer Carlson.
I am Catherine Gulo.
My name is Kendra Radcliffe.
My name is Avery Pickford. I am a high school math teacher in San Francisco, California, and I teach at a school called Lick Wilmerding High School.
And I teach English to 10th, 11th, and 12th at North Hollywood High School in North Hollywood, California.
And I teach ESOL, English for Speakers of Other Languages, at Glen Burnie High School in Glen Burnie, Maryland.
I teach English grades 10 and 12 in Atlanta, Georgia. My school is Druid Hills High School.
Last spring, one of the main things I asked them to do was to keep a blog about their experience. And so my students wrote 3 times a week about all of the things, small and mundane to big and scary, all of the things that they were going through.
It was just a lot of unknowns, and students had to face, just unbelievable changes in their lives.
And it produced some of the best writing I've seen for my students. So it was really exciting to think about being able to share that.
And to me, thinking about what would that look like, or how might that look differently in the time of quarantine or the time of pandemics, just got me just thinking about the creative things my students might come up with if they had to kind of represent this time period in some visual way using some sort of data.
I kind of just one night when I saw all the list of things that you guys had that students could do, because it was pretty much anything and pretty open.
A diary, a journal, a song.
Photography or art or just, a grocery list or something like that.
A scrapbook, something.
And I was like, this could be a really interesting cross-curricular project.
What I want my students to do is to be able to take an experience that is so out of the ordinary and really reflect on how it's impacting their lives in writing or other media.
First, look back at their text messages and even their Instagram, their social media posts throughout this time.
Even when they're not in kind of an academic mindset, they're scrolling through Instagram, they're watching TikTok videos, to have kind of these media literacy skills.
I always wrestled with them in class to put their phones down, but now I want them to pick it up and know that that is a resource and they can turn it into something creative.
Night Lab out of Northwestern University has a really cool digital storytelling platform. And so my students are going to create timelines in order to share their first thinking about their experiences.
Thinking about and reflecting on some ways that their life is different, and then trying to think about what data could tell that story. And beyond that, then how they could then kind of visualize that story with that data.
I envision my students submitting a whole range.
I thought maybe, just do something with poetry or creative writing.
I know I've got a couple who are good at rapping in their own language, and they might be able to translate a bit of that into English. That would be really cool.
Connecting food to it or talking about food in some way, shape, or form.
One of the things that I'm excited about this project is I do think there's a lot of opportunity for just a lot of different types of submissions. And I'm excited to just see the creativity and what students come up with.
I'm really looking forward to them really sort of digesting and contemplating and pulling together something that is compelling but still true to their own personal story.
I know that math sometimes isn't thought of as being a really creative subject, so the opportunities for kids to develop and create some really different looking things I think might highlight what I see as the creativity in the subject.
It's exciting because I really don't know what I'm going to get, but it'll be a variety for sure.